As a grief coach, I try to help others deal with the pain of grief, giving them an outlet sometimes just to express their pain. But what about even dealing with the phrase, what is grief? Or asking that question, do we know what grief is? Someone said grief is the price we pay for love. If you flip the coin, grief is on the other side of love. That the fact that we love means we will grieve. And I think in today's society, we seem to be so quick to want to motivate others to get over their grief, to get through their pain when there is no easy fix. We've often hear about the 5 stages of grief, and we think once we complete stage 5, the grief will be over. But that's not the case. And I think it surprises us when it comes back again and again and in different forms. So just because you have gone through some stages of grief and you think time has healed everything, it comes at you again in another wave. It's what we call the waves of grief. You can be doing fine for a while, but that song comes on the radio that makes you think of your loved one, or you go to a store and all of a sudden you just have a breakdown. You're driving, you have to pull over and grieve and cry and think about your loved one. You're not losing your mind. This is the price we pay because you love that person. And love does not end, it carries over after they die, but it now expresses itself as grief. So I just wanted, with this introductory video about grief, is just share with you some general concepts of the fact that we live and we will grieve, and it's normal. It's a part of life. And I know maybe even as children, we were taught not to express our pain, but I think sometimes that contributes to health issues and all kinds of other things when we don't have an outlet for grief. So part of my job as a grief coach is encourage us to find a safe space, find people that you can express your pain to and get it out, because it's not going anywhere. Grief has a way of lingering, and look, it will be there the rest of your life. It may change its form, it may not be as strong as it was before, but grief will never leave us. Again, with these videos, I just wanted to share some things I've heard over the years as a grief coach and dealing with families who've lost loved ones and visiting them and just allowing them to express themselves, that you're not crazy when you feel a certain way due to grief. It's okay. Time has no impact on grief other than it may diminish it sometimes, but you'll never be over it. This is not to say that complicated grief will not make it last longer, or that you won't have periods when you thought you had gotten over it, or initially where you don't feel any pain. It's because your body or your brain has numbed everything down, and believe me, it'll come later. So just go ahead and find a way to express this pain. We'll talk more about grief later. All right, this is your grief coach / end of life coach. Talk to you soon.